What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the No Regret Show. As you see, I have a beautiful M2 behind me, right? I know a lot about cars, and I'm going to tell you something. You think stock scammers were the only ones to pop up in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023? They're still popping up now, 2024. You think it was just stock scammers? Oh, no, no, no. There were car scammers too. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
You have bad credit and need a car. Let me tell you what to do to set yourself up. First, I'm going to tell you what most people are doing to lose thousands. They go out and they buy a $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 car when they got bad credit. Your interest rate is going to be high. You're going to bury yourself. When you go to trade the car in 2-3 years, you're going to have a ton of negative equity because the dealer is most likely going to charge you a little bit more because you have bad credit as well as your interest rate. Bad plan. What you want to do is if you're keeping the car long term, 8+ years, you could buy a car that's 15, 20, 30 grand. Make sure you get a good price, shop around, use my strategy. But when you get the car, you're just going to refinance in 2 years. The key is, though, the car must last. You must have a good car when it comes to bad credit. Worst thing you could do is have a bad car and a bad loan. It's not even going to wait long enough for you to refinance. Now, if you are not keeping the car 8 years, your goal should be to lease, except you're not going to qualify for a lease right now. So what do? You set yourself up to lease, or you set yourself back. Setting yourself back would be getting a $20,000 car, best car you could find, best car that you could get a loan on. You're going to pay 20% interest. When you come to trade it in 2 years, you're going to be two upside down. You won't qualify for the lease. Now, if you buy a car that was $10,000, $12,000 used, something that brand new was 20, 25, this is your sacrifice car. It's your setup car. And when you do that, when you trade out of it in 2 years, you're going to come in with a much better equity position. You'll have a payment history. You'll be able to set yourself up for a brand new car. Start with my free cheat sheets. Learn the art of shopping from home.
Now, did you hear all that nonsense? That was meant to be confusing. So you sign up for his free masterclass, and then when you get to a certain point, I'm sure the rest of his information that is useless is behind a paywall. When did this gentleman pop up? 2021. What do we say about people that popped up during the pandemic? You see, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one way to buy cars. You either have good credit or you don't. If you're trying to buy a car with bad credit, that's your first problem. Your first problem is you did not pay back the money you already borrowed, whether it's on a car, a student loan, a credit card. You defaulted some way or another. A lot of you know on this channel, I left with a $70,000 Shelby from another state, Delaware, no money down because my credit is in the 800s. This car, I put down $5,000 with Carvana and they delivered me a car. Why do you think that is? It's because my credit is good, meaning my credit history of paying money back is good. He's talking about the car must last this long and this long and you can refinance. What happens if you get into an accident with that car and you owe more than the value of the car? What happens if now you default on the payments of that car? What happens? Now, what happens is you're on the hook for a car that you shouldn't have bought in the first place. You see, everybody has the shortcuts. And a lot of times the shortcuts happen in the black and brown communities where black and brown people always want to find the masterclass, the secret to success, because the white man has been holding it hostage for so long from us. In reality, the thing is this: if you take out a loan, make sure you pay it back. Before you take out any other auto loan, I suggest you pay back the money you already have out. Because if you're already going to take out more loans, why are you not paying back the money you already have? Give it some time. You pay back that money you already have, give it a couple months, give it a year or two, and your credit will be built up. Those people, what happens is they all work the same. You got the CPN people who ruin their credit. Now they're trying to buy stuff off of somebody else's trade lines. And now you got this guy, I'm sure has master classes behind paywalls. I'm not even going to go through his crap, but he popped up in 2021 at home. Sounds like he's walking in flip-flops and slippers through a neighborhood giving you the master class. He's a car salesman. Remember, at the top of his video, he was a car salesman or whatever for Mercedes and General Motors. So why would you trust a car salesman to give you the inside on car salesman advice? At the end of the day, I even did my own due diligence on this guy. 159,000 subscribers, but can't even break 500 views. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? We've already covered this on this channel. I will keep trying to warn people. Over time, you will see who was doing it right and who was not doing it right. But here's my home. there's my Beamer in my garage. And if you go back to my previous videos, I've had Shelbys, Corvettes. I have a pickup truck. So I know what I'm talking about. Pay back the money you already owe. You don't need anybody's masterclass. There is no masterclass. You borrow money from MasterCard, pay the money back to MasterCard, and you'll be just fine. No regrets? Get it.